Hello everyone, good morning. We are authors and invited guests. Welcome to technical session 8A. Myself, Harsh Soni, and I will be the moderator session. On behalf of Global Knowledge Research Foundation and GR Scholastic LLP, it is my great pleasure to welcome you all to the third World Conference on Information System for Business Management, ISBM 2024, Bangkok, Thailand. The third edition of the conference is being organized in a hybrid mode. The physical event is organized yesterday in Bangkok, Thailand, and the virtual event is being held today and yesterday through Zoom. That means 12th and 13th of September 2024. I hope you will enjoy the knowledgeable and interactive sessions throughout the day. So in this session, we have 6 presentations. Each presenter will be given 12 minutes for the presentation and 3 minutes for the question and answers. And on 10 minutes, I will raise a gentle reminder so you can conclude your presentation on time. There is another request to all the participants that you may all please stay connected with us till the closing remarks so we can capture the good memories of this virtual conference. And if you have any query or any update, you can write it to me directly in the chat box. So just before we get started, I'd like to introduce you all to the chair for the session, Dr. Rajan Patel. Dr. Rajan Patel is working as the Dean of Engineering and Technology at Gandhinagar Institute of Technology as a distinguished scholar in computer engineering with 18 years of industrial and teaching experience. His research focuses on intelligent applications, security, information security, cloud computing, and IoT. Dr. Patel is a member of esteemed professional bodies like IFERP, CSI, and ISDE, and contributing significantly to the field of engineering and technology. Welcome you, sir. Kindly share us the remarks for your for the authors.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, you are audible.
Yes, good morning and thank you, sir. Thank you me inviting as a session chair for this esteemed conference. So, sorry for delay, joining because today we have 8 a.m. mornings and I'm joining few little bit because of joining my office hours. That's why sorry for that one. Anyway, so shall we start the session?
Yes, sir. So starting with the first presenter today. Today, first we have Shruti Mangonkar, and she's going to present on analyzing the pre and post impact of open market repurchases on stock prices and earnings per share EPS. Dear presenter, you may please proceed with the presentation.
Sure. Kindly let me know if my screen is visible.
Yes.
Okay. So good morning, everyone. My name is Shruti Mangaonkar, and I would be presenting my research paper on analyzing the pre and post impact of open market repurchases on stock prices and earnings per share. A little bit about me. Before we move forward, I've completed my MBA in Finance from Symbiosis Institute of Management Studies, and this research was a part of my curriculum. I am currently residing in Canada, where I work as an accounting and finance coordinator at Montreal. So let's begin by exploring the background and context of share buybacks in India. A share buyback is also known as a stock repurchase. It occurs when a company repurchases its own shares, outstanding shares from the shareholders at a specific price. This process reduces the number of outstanding shares in the market, effectively consolidating the ownership. So basically, the Companies Act 1956 first allowed the share repurchases, and the introduction of the Companies Act 2013 is the one that brought about significant changes and clarity to the buyback process. Securities Exchange Board of India, that is also known as SEBI, is the regulatory authority overseeing the securities market. Also issues guidelines to govern buybacks, and it also makes sure that there is transparency and investor protection. To know more about buybacks, the next slide will focus on the types and reasons of buybacks. Basically, there are two types of buybacks. The first one is the tender offer buyback, A tender offer buyback is when a company offers to repurchase its own shares from shareholders at a specified price, usually at a premium over the market price. This process allows the company to reduce its share count and return capital to shareholders. The second one would be open market buyback. An open market buyback involves a company purchasing its own shares directly from the stock market at prevailing market prices over an extended period. This strategy helps to reduce the number of outstanding shares and can increase earnings per share. But the major difference between the tender offer is typically more, the tender offer is more typically immediate, usually completed within 10 working days, and it is more targeted. Yeah, more targeted, while the open market buyback is more gradual and flexible. The buyback process can go on up to 6 months. So, why would a company buy back its own shares rather than not issue new ones? So, here are some reasons for it. First one is to increase promoter holding, then maybe to support the share price and pay surplus cash to the shareholders, then to increase the earnings per share as buyback reduces the number of outstanding shares, and also to safeguard against the hostile takeovers. The next slide would focus on literature review. Personally, this is important as it has helped me understanding different point of views on the research paper others have presented, and it has given me a base to start what I had visualized. In my analysis, I've referred to several key research papers and articles that have contributed to the understanding of stock buybacks and their effects. Other than papers mentioned above, I have also referred to article written by Vandana Gupta, who also wrote on open market repurchases. The next slide would help us in understanding the objectives and methodology for the paper. The research objectives behind this paper was first to analyze the trend. So basically to investigate historical data to uncover patterns in stock price behavior surrounding share buyback announcements and their execution phases. Next is to the research objective was EPS impact is to evaluate how share buybacks influence a company's earnings per share, that is EPS, by comparing EPS data before and after the buybacks. The effect duration differentiates between the short term and long term impacts of share buybacks on both stock prices and EPS. The methodology used was the data source utilized is I have utilized secondary data from Bombay Stock Exchange and SEBI's website. The analysis tool used was I have employed a paired t test to assess the statistical significance of changes in EPS and stock price movements, and the sample selection. Initially, I had identified 24 companies from BSE which announced buybacks for financial year 2022 and 2023, which was then refined to 16 based on criteria such as availability of the financial reports. There were no other significant events affecting the company and also confirmed announcement dates. Statistical analysis. I've analyzed mean EPS differences using a 5% significance level to evaluate the impact of share buybacks. Building on a discussion about the motivations and objectives behind share buybacks, the next slide will delve into the statistical data. Based on the three criteria mentioned before, criteria such as availability of the financial reports, making sure that there were no other significant events affecting the company, and confirmed announcement dates, these 16 companies were selected for analyzing the effect. The next two slides help us in understanding the effect on stock price and analyzing the same. This table provides information on various companies, their share price at different stages, and the calculated difference between the average buyback price and the share price on 31st March 2023. As you can see, the first column relates to the company name, the companies which I have selected. The second relates to share price on public announcement date. The third is maximum price decided by the buyback. And the fourth one is average buyback price, which the company paid to the shareholders during buyback process. And fifth, share price on 31st March 2023. The last column is the important one as the calculated difference between the average buyback price and the share price on March 31st, 2023. This figure indicates whether the buyback was done at a premium or a discount compared to the market price at the end of the period. The above table helps us in understanding in detail the reason for considering price on various different dates, that is, from minus 30 days to plus 30 days, taking event date as the base date, was to analyze the increase or decrease in share price before and after the announcement of buyback. After reading news articles and analyzing annual reports for financial year 2022, it was found out that increase or decrease in the price was due to normal reasons, such as decrease in the share price of the Bajaj Auto was due to the company had reported a significant slowdown in its export volume and dismal stock performance in the recent past, which basically did not leave a lot of room for the stock price to shoot up sharply. By the end of the financial year 2022-23, the share price had fallen by rupees 16.46, as you can see in the first row. As compared to the average buyback price, the company, the stock initially showed promising momentum following the buyback announcement, reaching a price of rupees 4,054 within a month. However, it faced resistance beyond that point and eventually settled at rupees 3,884 by the end of the fiscal year 2022-2023, as you can see in the second last column. Just like this, there were various internal and external reasons which had led to increase or decrease in the share price. For Bajaj Consumer Care, the reason was demand in rural areas had declined and hence the share price too was low. Decrease in the revenue was recorded in financial year 2021 as compared to financial year 2020. This decrease in the revenue had an impact on share price in the financial year 2022. Whereas for Signity Technologies, the share price had increased as the operating income had increased by 32.7% during the course of the year. The next slide delves into statistical analysis of EPS before and after buyback, which helps us in understanding if the shareholders made the right move or not by selling their shares. This above table shows whether the EPS increased or decreased after the buyback for each company. The analysis reveals that in most cases, shareholders who sold their shares back to the company during the buyback process were at an advantage, as the EPS was higher before buyback. As seen earlier, the average buyback price offered by the companies was generally higher than the prevailing market price by the end of the financial year. The premium allowed shareholders to realize a better value for their shares compared to holding them, as the market price often declined or exhibited volatility post buyback announcements. This trend highlights the strategic benefit of the buyback as a means for companies to provide value to their shareholders, especially in situations where market prices are below the buyback price. The next slide focuses on observation from all the statistical data collected and understood till now. The paired t-test is used to determine if there is a significant difference between the means of two related groups. It is commonly employed in studies where the same subjects are measured twice, such as before and after an intervention. In this case, it was EPS, before and after the buyback. Since in this case, the p-value is 0.3506, which is greater than the typical significance level, that is threshold of 0.05, also known as alpha, this means there isn't enough evidence to say there's a significant difference between the after and before averages. To explain in simple terms, the difference we observed between the after and before EPS average is not large enough to confidently say it's a real effect and not just due to random chance. As per the analysis, the buyback has not had any meaningful impact and significant impact on the EPS. Even though when the management had decided for buyback, they were of the opinion that the EPS would increase after buyback. Let's proceed to the final slide where we summarize the findings. This article explores the effects of open market buybacks on earnings per share, EPS, and stock prices among 16 Indian companies from April 1, 2022 to March 31st, 2023. Using a pair t-test, the analysis found no significant improvement in EPS. In fact, EPS often declined compared to the previous year. The anticipated signaling effect of the buybacks was not observed. Additionally, 75% of the companies saw their share price drop during the average buyback price, with declines attributed to performance issues rather than the buyback themselves. Despite management expectations, the buyback did not significantly enhance EPS or stock prices. So, to conclude, basically the management expectations of increased EPS from buybacks were not met. Thank you.
Hello. May I audible, Smriti?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You just go back. Go back in
Sorry, I
your
cannot hear you, sir.
presentation slides. Go, just go back.
Should I stop sharing?
Yes, that's fine.
Okay.
Now, what I want to ask, uh, okay, now your presentation view is not visible. Your presentation is, where is your presentation? Share your screen. You stop the sharing.
Yes, sir.
I want to see your PPT. Okay, anyway, I want to ask the questions. You did the literature survey, you did the certain parameters, na?
Yes, sir.
Uh, what are the statistics, methodology in order to measure the tools with the help of tools and technologies?
So basically, I used PERT test, wherein I used the EPS before and after the buyback process. And that's how PERT test is used because we take two measures to compare, usually the before and after.
Okay, fine. And one more important things, in what are the way you collect the data?
Yes, sir. So basically, I collected the data from the financial statements which were issued and which were available on the Bombay Stock Exchange site.
Okay, fine. Thank you. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Suti, for your wonderful presentation. Okay, so next we
Thank
have
you.
Shivapriya Gopakumar, and she's gonna presenting on empirical research on the efficacy of educational apps for students, a parental perspective. The presenter, are you here? Is there anyone who's going to presenting this paper? Okay, so I think so she's not here. So we move forward for the next presentation. So next we have Jonathan, and is going to presenting on factors affecting users' trust on social network sites regarding personalized advertising based on social media privacy theory.
Hello, my name is Yunata.
Hello.
Yeah. Yes,
Yes,
I'm
the
available.
presenter, you may please present your phone.
Share it. Wait. Mhm. Can you see my PowerPoint?
Yes, we can.
Thank you very much. My name is Yonatan Drihandarko. I come from Indonesia, from Universitas Atmajaya, Yogyakarta, Indonesia. Today I will share my paper. The title is Factor Affecting User Trust on Social Network Site regarding personalized advertising based on social media privacy theory. Okay. Know that social networking site, or we can call it SNS, collect user data for personalized advertising. However, this technique is concerned about user privacy and trust. That's why this study try to explore the factor that affecting user trust using media privacy theory. So first, I will give you definition of personalized advertising. It refers to the tailoring message based on user preference, behavior, and interaction that occur in SNS. Only the data that collected is like personal detail, activity, location, like, share, and view content. And the purpose of social media, of course, to provide relevant advertising to you. However, according to social media privacy theory, privacy refers to the ability to control information sharing. So this theory believes that privacy is influenced by the interpersonal mechanism that develop as users communicated and interact with others. This mechanism, therefore, determine the value that user perceive on controlling the information they share. That's why trust in SNS occur when users feel secure both data handling and benefit from data sharing. That's why this is our research objective. We want to examine factors that influence trust in SNS personalized advertising. That's why we will propose several hypotheses. First, we believe that privacy risk, benefit, and personal interest will shape trust. We also will explore the role of negative experience in transformation. So this is our hypothesis development. We propose a model that have 9 hypotheses. You can see in here. I will explain it one by one. First, we believe that perceived benefit has a positive direct effect on trust. So we believe when user perceive value in personalized advertising, the trust in SNS will increase. This indicated that a user will accept the trade-off between privacy and relevant content if the benefits are clear. And the second hypothesis, we also believe that personal interest has a direct effect on trust. So when ads align with the user preference, they tend to trust SNS more. It means that personal relevance help overcome privacy concern. The third hypothesis, we state that privacy risk has a negative effect on trust. It means that the more users worry about the misuse, the less they trust this SNS. Fourth hypothesis, we propose that privacy concern has a negative effect on trust. When users worry about privacy loss, trust in SNS. For hypothesis 5, we propose a negative personal experience has a negative effect on trust. It means that past negative interaction with data usage or advertising can cause users to lose trust. For hypothesis 6, we also believe that privacy risk has a negative direct effect on perceived benefit. It means a user who perceive privacy risk might not see the benefit of personalized ads. For hypothesis 7, privacy concern have a negative effect on perceived benefit. It means that users who are worried about their data privacy are less likely to recognize benefit from personal ads proposed by. For hypothesis 8, we propose that personal interest has a positive direct effect on perceived benefit. It means when users are personally interested in product or services, they find personalized ad more beneficial. And the last, for hypothesis 9, we believe that perceived risk has a direct effect on privacy concern. When users who perceive high level of privacy risk will naturally be more concerned about their privacy. So this is our research methodology to make sure that our model is okay. We use cross-sectional survey with 416 Indonesian respondents. We distributed our questionnaire online. Our questionnaire is adapted from previous research. And for the analysis, we use STEM analysis to test direct and indirect effect of hypothesis. So after we collect the data, this is the respondent that we get 51.9% of our respondents between 18 until 20 years, and the rest is between 22 until 25 years. And for the gender, 52.2% is male, and almost 17% of our respondents already use more than 2 times a month for social media. So after we get the data, we also make sure that our data is valid. So we perform confirmatory factor analysis. We calculate average variance extracted and composite reliability, and all the construct is meet the minimum threshold. Also, we also already conduct discriminant validity analysis, and all the result is satisfy the requirement. So this is the result. Almost all our hypothesis is accepted, except for hypothesis 4 and hypothesis 6. I will explain it in the result one by one. First, perceived benefit is accepted for hypothesis 1. It means that users tend to trust SNS when they feel they gain value from the personal ad. Hypothesis 2 also accepted. It means that as aligned with user interest, increase their trust. For hypothesis 3 is also accepted. It means users are less likely to trust SNS if they perceive a risk regarding their data. Also, hypothesis 5 is accepted. It means that past negative interaction significantly reduce user trust. We also found that hypothesis 7 related to privacy concern on perceived benefit was accepted. It means that privacy concern significantly reduce perceived benefit. For hypothesis 8 also accepted. It means that personal interest strongly enhance perceived benefit. hypothesis name also accepted. In that perceived privacy risk significantly increased privacy concern. However, we have two hypotheses that rejected. First, for hypothesis 4 net, the effect of privacy concern on trust was rejected. Maybe it happened because user may have concern about privacy, but might still trust in the platform if they find that relevant and beneficial. Hypothesis 6 also rejected, so the effect of privacy risk on benefit was rejected. Maybe the reason is despite privacy risk, user may still perceive benefit if the ad is highly relevant to their interest. So based on this result, we propose some theoretical implication. First, we already extend the social media privacy theory. So we confirm based on the result that the roles of privacy concern through privacy benefit and perceived risk in shaping trust. We also emphasize the balance between privacy and perceived benefit in transformation. Also in trust mechanism, trust is not only about privacy, but it's also talk about personal interest and perceived benefit. So this is implication that we can propose for our stakeholder first, for vendor, of course. They need to build trust through transparent data usage and relevant content. From policy makers, such as like government, they need to strengthen privacy regulation and ensure user data is used ethically. And from users, they need to educate about privacy risk and the value of personal information. So they don't share the information without thinking about the risk. So in the conclusion, trust in SNS related to personal ad is shaped by privacy risk, personal interest, perceived benefit, and negative experience. Next, XN platform need to balance personalized content with effective privacy protection. And for the future research, we need to should also include social and personal factors that affecting trust further. Okay, thank you. My presentation.
Yes, sir,
any
do you have
question?
any question for presentation? Sir, am I audible to you?
Yeah. There's any question maybe?
Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yes, sir. Sir, just go next ahead. I mean, this is your proposed model. So I want to ask, in what way you will be implement, where you will be implementing, where you will be test your proposed model.
Pardon, sorry, can you repeat once again? I cannot hear your voice clearly.
See, this is the proposed model, na?
Yeah, this is the proposed model. Yes, that's right.
Okay. And what are the future aspects? Future aspects in the sense in which tools or technology will you use in order to implement your this proposed model?
Actually, my focus is based on social media privacy theory. That's why I didn't include the technology in here. But maybe in the future research, we can also include on the technology aspect in here, like usefulness and another factor. Because my focus is based on social media privacy theory. That's why I only use the factor that come from this social media privacy theory. That's why I didn't include like from time, for example, or UDA.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, dear presenter, for your presentation.
I will stop here.
Now moving forward for the next presenter. So next we have Panpang Sarawat, and he's going to presenting on improving the prediction model of food consumption behavior analytics of diabetic patients in northern Thailand using data mining techniques. Dear presenter, you may please proceed with your presentation.
Yes. Okay. Can you see my presentation? Oh. Okay. Can you hear me? Let's.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay.
Proceed further.
Thank you. Okay. Good morning, everyone. My name is Thapanapong Salarat. I'm represent from other team to present improving the prediction model of food consumption behavior analytics of diabetes patient in northern Thailand using data mining techniques. Okay. For introduction, diabetes has emerged as a significant global health crisis without profound implication for public health due to its association with complication, including cardiovascular disease and renal failure. The global prevalence of diabetes is anticipated to surge dramatically, with projection estimating that approximately 642 million individuals aged 20 to 79 years will be affected by 2014. In Thailand, the situation is increasingly alarming as of 2021, the prevalence of diabetes in the country was approximately 6.1 million individuals, represent about 10% of the total global population. Population in Thailand. The developments of disease control estimation that there are 300,000 new cases in diabetes diagnosed annually. Naturally, over 19% of diabetes cases in Thailand are classified as type 2 diabetes. This form of diabetes is largely attributable to suboptimal dietary habits, particularly the high consumption of starchy and sugar foods, which is often driven by the demands of modern fast-paced lifestyles. Addressing this dietary pattern is imperative for reducing the incidence and prevalence of type 2 diabetes and improving public health outcomes. My research had two main objects. The first is to develop and improve prediction model for explore food consumption behavior among diabetes in northern Thailand. And second, to evaluate the model performance and identify the most significant factors. For the methodology, we collected data from 317 participant in Chiang Mai district using certified random sampling. Interval 1 show the overview of the data collection process for this research. Our questionnaire comprised 20 items focused on various aspects of food consumption habits. For data analysis, I followed the Christie methodology. This includes feature selection through forward feature selection and backward feature elimination. I then employed several machine learning models, including decision tree, generalized linear model, KNN, logistic regression, and naive Bayes. Additionally, I developed a sample model using majority voting. The research to include a questionnaire model development tools and for testing model performance. The questionnaire is individual into 3 sections: general information about the response, their food consumption behavior, and feedback on the questionnaire itself. The second on the consumption behavior include 10 positive frame question and 10 negative frame question. That's now is my other result. This slide displays the performance of our model on the positive question. Utilize forward feature selection. The majority voting technique achieved the highest accuracy at 63.78%. The key characteristic on this model include 2 attribute question 1 and 6. For for negative question using forward feature selection, we again see the first majority voting technique performing best with an accuracy of 71.89%. The crucial characteristic of the model consists of question 4, 10, and 20, 11, 20, yes, 20, sorry. Moving to backward feature elimination for positive question, the decision tree technique show the highest accuracy at 55.95%. The crucial factor in the model including 6 variable question 5, 6, 7, 9, 11, and 18. For negative question, with backward feature elimination logistic regression performance based with 71.36 accuracy. The critical factor in the model includes 7 variable question 10, 12, 13, 16, 17, 19, and 20. I also identify the most significant factor from our model for positive question. Item 1 and 6 were consistently important across model. For negative question, item 10 and 20 emerged as the most significant factors. To summarize about decision tree. Decision tree is great for handling positive question because it can map out various decision paths based on different criteria, allowing for a clear visual representation of how to reach a positive outcome. For first majority voting, this method involves taking the measure of opinion from the entire set of response of a vote, which can be useful for negative question, where the goal is to identify the most common issue or negative aspect. The fourth significant question, question 1, 6, 10, and 20 could be key indicator or a result focuses in evaluation. In summary, our project introduced several significant contribution. First, we utilize a novel approach by combining social science factor with data mining technique. This interdisciplinary methodology allows you to better understand the complex relationship between food consumption behavior and this diabetes risk. Second, our research achieved an improving prediction model show better accuracy compared to previous study in these fields. This marked considerable advancement in identifying key risk factors for diabetes prevention. Lastly, we successfully extracted key factors that will serve as a foundation for the development for future questionnaire. These factors will help in designing for focus and effective for further research and intervention programs. I would like to bring some of the limitation and future direction for this project. First, I want to note that this research is an undergraduate student project, which means that we face certain data collection limitation as a student-led initiative. The scope, and resources available for data gathering were somewhat restricted. However, despite these challenges, we believe that our results still provide valuable insight into diabetes prevention. Second, looking ahead, our future work will focus on developing a more targeted questionnaire This will be designed around the key factors we identify in food consumption behavior, ensuring that future study can yield more refined actionable insight. Lastly, we plan to expand our study to other regions of Thailand. By doing so, we hope to capture a broader and more diverse diabetes data, diverse, diverse data set, which will help in making our finding generalizable and impactful on a national level. Okay, let me take you through some key highlight for our research. First, we have achieved a successful improvement for our prediction model. By refining this model, we significantly enhance our ability to predict diabetes, right? With the greater accuracy, allow use to target prevention efforts for more effectively. Second, we've identified key factor in food consumption behavior that are likely contribution or to diabetes risk. Under, Understanding this factor is crucial as they provide highlight into how dietary habits influence the likelihood of the developing diabetes, and they will help shape for target intervention strategy. Finally, our research hold potential impact on diabetes prevention strategy in Thailand. The finding from our study could play a pivotal role in informing nation health policies and programs designed to curb the rise of diabetes in Thailand. By focusing on data-driven strategy, we can ensure more proactive approach to public health. In conclusion, this research not only the improve predictive model, but also offer key insight into dietary habits that can lead to better prevention strategy. Our goal is to contribute to a healthier future for Thailand by applying these findings to real-world health initiative. Thank you. Any
Yes,
question? Yes.
again, I have one question. The way you presented, that's okay, fine, good. But I want to know the, test in what are the what kind of the platform you utilize to test your or to evaluate your data.
Sorry. Can you make it clear?
Just go back. Go back.
Go back.
Yeah, again go back.
Yes.
Here you develop a model, na? So you develop the prediction model. Hello?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. You develop the prediction model, na?
Prediction.
I want to show, just show me your prediction model. Where is your model? These are the results of your model.
So what?
These are the results. Classifiers.
Discussion, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So you just analyze the prediction, all kind of the prediction models. Hello?
Yes.
Are you getting me?
So prediction, right?
What are, how you collected the data?
How to collect the data?
Yeah.
Let's see how to collect the data. How to call it? We use questionnaire for collect data from
Okay.
we are from the party
Okay.
360 participants in this. Yes.
Okay. So across
Yeah.
the 300 participants, you just survey and collect the data, right?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. 370, more than 370 participants are there, right? And from them collected the data, and then you find out, apply the predictions. Okay. Fine. Good.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, dear presenter, for your presentation. Now
Yes.
moving forward for the next presenter. Next we have Ruchi Sharma, and she's going to present on review on safety and security of visitors at Indian spiritual sites. Proposed AI-based unique identification recommender system for Ayodhya Ram Mandir. Dear presenter, are you there? Is there anyone else who's going to present this paper? Okay, might be not, no one is available from this paper. Okay, moving for the next paper. Again, we have the Pangpong Sararat, and he's going to present on two-factor authentication system components designed to support academic information systems. Dear
Okay.
presenter, you may please proceed.
Yes. Can I share now?
Yes, you can. Yes.
Okay. Can you see my screen, my presentation?
No. Yet it is
Okay.
not. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Now it is okay.
Okay. Thank you. Good morning again. Hello. This time I will present about two factors authentication system component designed to support academic information system. This work we conducted in collaboration with Rajapat Mahasarakham University and the University of Phayao in Thailand. Okay. In today increasingly digital world, online security is of the utmost importance, especially within academic environments. Traditional systems relying on username and password are no longer sufficient to safeguard sensitive information. Our research aims to address this issue by developing a two-factor authentication system that incorporate facial recognition technology. The objective were to synthesize relevant components, developed, prototyped, and evaluate its acceptance within the academic context. Our research framework consists of two pairs, and today I will focus on the first pair, which involved the development of two-factor authentication login prototype. This system combines traditional login method with advanced facial recognition technology to enhance security. The image before you outline the process of our two-factor authentication system. In the first step, the user inputs their username and password, which the system verifies. The second, the user submits an image typically of their face for further verification. The system detect the face from the submit image, extract unique feature such as control or key point, and compare these features to store data to confirm the user identity. One authenticate. The user gain access to several academic information system, including departmental information system, student project examination request management system, student project information management system, and semi-automatic consultation system using password processing techniques and other relevant system. This two-factor authentication system merges traditional and biometric verification method to ensure higher security when access various application system. The of our system is a secure login using username and passwords. This formula process involves basic step from the user entering the credential to the system granting or denying access, although this is a standard procedure. It serves as a foundation of our enhanced security system. The second introduce facial recognition as an additional security measure. This process involving 5 steps, starting for capturing the user image, detecting and cropping the face, and finally using AI algorithm to verify the user identity. These add a crucial layer of security to the authentication process. We developed the system development lifecycle model, which consists of 5-step planning, analysis, design, development, and maintenance. This systematic approach ensuring that we address both user needs and system requirements throughout the development process. Into table 1, present the pseudo code for the first component of the 2FA system supporting academic information system. Our development of the facial recognition model involved 5 key steps. First, data preparation, which involve collecting and organizing face image. Second, face detection and cropping. Third, installation of pre-training network or processing. Fourth, feature extraction. Fifth, image classification using machine learning technique. In table 2 show the pseudo code for the second components of system, the facial recognition element of 2FA. Our process consists of 4 main modules. First, authentication module handle the 2-step login process. The second, member modules store using data. Third, the information module constant academic information. Fourth, measurement module control access permission. This modular structure provides both flexibility and ease of management. To ensure the reliability of our system, we evaluated the component with input from expert in the fields. As shown in the chart, the expert rate our system component as highly suitable with or expect receive a strongly acceptable rating. In particular, the 2-factor authentication component received the highest price. The technological component of the system also received positive evolution. Expert found our choice or hardware programming, database management, and software to be highly suitable. Only the hardware components receive a slightly lower rating on acceptable rather than strongly acceptable. Overall, the combined our rating was 4.52 out of 5, including strongly acceptable level of quality and suitability. This suggests that our approach to enhancing academic information system security is highly effective. The our system can be attributed to a depth understand of identify, verify insurance and the application of a system development approach. Our prototype improved the both efficiency and security of verifying using identifying identity in the academic setting, particularly when handling sensitive data. However, our is not without limitation. To further refine the system, additionally, facial recognition data will be need to improve accuracy. Future research could explore the authentication methods such as print fingerprint scanning, or voice recognition. We also recommend investigating assemble method to combine multiple classification results of even greater accuracy. In conclusion, our research had a successful developed to a two-factor authentication system that combine a traditional login method with a facial recognition technology. This system has been strongly accepted by experts and hold great promise for improving the security for academic information system. Our work contributed significantly to the ongoing efforts to strengthen online security in educational setting. Thank you.
Yes, two-factor authentication system that use the both, combinations of password and image recognition. Na? Can you, what I'm asking, the system that the developed system use two, one that is password and second one that is image for the authentication, right?
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Hello?
Yes. Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes. Right? Yes, stop this,
Yeah.
right? That's fine. But I have questions, the system which is already developed. Here, what you are doing, you are club the two authentications, one that is password based and the second one that is a face based.
Yeah. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what you are, but in the process, in the first step, we identify the people who use the platform by the information and next we verify by face. Yes. Is that your question or something?
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, dear presenter, for your presentation. Okay, so there's one last announcement for the absent presenters, if anyone is here, from paper I titled Empirical Research on the Efficacy of Educational App for Students, a Parental Perspective. Is there anyone from this paper? Anyone from Durga Lakshmi or Siva Priya? All right, so no one is here. Next we have paper title Review on Safety and Security of Visitors at Indian Spiritual Sites. Is there anyone from the paper? Is there anyone with Richi Sharma? All right, so as we have completed all the presentations of this session, moving forward for the next, the closing remarks. Thank you, dear authors and invited guests. I sincerely thank I sincerely thanks for your excellent presentation and
Excuse
contribution
me,
in
sir.
this session. Yes, ma'am.
Sir, I have not yet presented, sir. Paper ID 430.
Ma'am, I think so. You are not in this session.
Second session,
It's ma'am, the first session today's.
This is first session,
Yes, ma'am.
Mine is in second one, sir.
Okay, so ma'am, second one will start on 10:15
Okay,
on
sure.
Indian time. All right.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so I sincerely thank our authors for their excellent presentation and contribution in this session, and all our participants for being a part of this international conference. I hope this session was informative enough. We, on behalf of whole team, thank you for your support during this third version of the conference and previous two versions of this valuable conference. We will be happy to have you all in the fourth version in 2025. Further, all the presenters will be getting their digital certificates through email within 2 working days. Further, all the papers have already forwarded to the Springer. And the publication will be live within 6 months. So kindly cooperate with the team of ISBM 2024. I also thank our session chair for Dr. Rajan Patel for being a chair of this session. So there is a one token of appreciation to be a chair on behalf of Global Knowledge Research Foundation and the team of ISBM 2024. Thank you, sir, for your valuable presence over here. Okay. So at the end, I would like to request you all turn on your camera so we can capture the good memories of this virtual conference as I earlier talked in the welcome remarks. I request you all, if it is possible, you can turn on your cameras. Shweta, I think so you are here, so we can capture this moment. All right, not an issue. Thank you all. And thank you, sir, for your presence again. Thank you. Stay safe and take care, everyone. Bye.